Hi friends, it's Miss Sue here from the Painted Turtle. Today we are going to make our initial plate. So you should have in your kit a piece of transfer tape, and you're going to need some, not transfer tape, contact paper, sorry. And you're going to need your plate. And then you're going to need some paint colors that you want to make dots out of. You need number 31, and you're going to need a good amount of that because we're going to paint the whole outside of our plate in that. And then you're going to want some colors for dots, and you're going to need some paint brushes, and you're going to need a Sharpie and a pair of scissors to cut out your name. Okay, so let's start. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of contact paper, which is sticker paper. On one side it's clear, and on the other side there's some white paper with some stripes or some tic-tac-toe grid lines. We're gonna choose our initial. So I asked Mr. Bill what he thought I should make, what initial I should make, and he said W for Mr. Winston, our puppy, which is good because this is actually a good plate for him to eat his food off of. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a W. So if you've never made bubble letters before, we're gonna start with a little quick lesson on how to make bubble letters, okay? So to do that, you're going to, first of all, make your letter normal. We're going to take a Sharpie. You can use a watercolor or a washable marker. You can use a pen, however you want to do it, but I like the Sharpie so that you can see it. Okay. So Mr. Winston's name starts with a W. So I'm going to make a nice big W in here for Mr. Winston. Okay. So that's my big W, but I want to make that a bubble letter. And the easiest way to make that a bubble letter is to actually draw around it. So I'm going to go around like this, make a big circle around it for him. So there's my big bubble letter W. Okay, you can always make some adjustments if you want to, because we're going to cut this out. You're not going to actually see all of this. This is just so that we'll have some sort of map. Oops. Okay, so that's my W. I'm going to make that a little bit more pointy. Make that a little bit more pointy. Okay, so I'm going to, now that I've made my W, I'm going to cut it out. Okay, so it'll be a little smudgy, and that's okay. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to now cut out that W where I want it to be. Okay. You might need help with scissors if you have a big person around to help you. Or you could just take your time. Don't rush through it. It's not a race. We're not in a race here. Okay. Just take your time and cut your letter out carefully. And then we're just going to make sure we got all of our letter cut out. Ooh, following the lines that you just made. This paper, I got the end of the roll, and so it's really curly. And that's okay. Cutting out. The W. It was hard. I was actually didn't know whose name I was going to do. I sometimes like to do Miss Trinity's or Miss Nova's. Those are our grandbabies, or Mr. Titan. But I said to Bill, what should I do? Who should I make it for? And he said, what about Winston? So there's Winston's W. Okay. Now what we're going to do with this W is we're going to put it right in the middle of the plate here. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stick it down. So I'm going to peel off the backing. Right? peel it off. Then I'm going to stick it down. So I'm going to put it right in the middle if I can. Right about there, I think. Rub it down. There's my W. Okay. And the great thing about that is because it's stuck to my plate now, it's acting like a protector. So no paint is going to go inside my W. It's going to go all around the outside of my W. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a decent sized brush. Oh, let's do this one. This is a big fluffy brush. I have a big fluffy brush here. And I am going to take number 31. And I'm going to paint number 31 all around all this. Okay, so I'm going to paint number 31 from here all the way to the edge of the plate. Slip it on right up to the edge of the plate. Okay, and I'm going to use 3 coats of this. 3 coats of number 31 all around. You can see I like to put it on a little bit thick the first coat, kind of sloppy. And I like to brush away from my sticker so that I'm not pushing paint up underneath it. In this instance, it's not a big deal because we're painting white on white. But if I were to do this with black, I would definitely want to go away from my sticker because I don't want to push black paint up underneath my sticker, right? So I'm putting 3 really good coats of number 31. This is like a party in a paint. It is super fun. It is got rainbow polka dots all over. It's kind of a happy paint color. It reminds me of confetti cake or confetti ice cream, you know? So we're going to paint all the way around. 3 good coats of paint. Ooh. That first coat, I really like to make it thick and sloppy and kind of all over. Okay. First coat down, make sure you get it into right up to your letter. Okay, there we go. First coat down. All of those polka dotties. Right, next one, we're gonna do another coat, nice, another thick coat. And this coat, we want to really focus on this outside rim now. Not so much around here because we're going to put so many dots inside this area that we don't necessarily need to, but this coat, we want to make sure we really get this outside rim coated. Okay. Really want a good amount up there. Because we're going to put all kinds of polka dots in here. Oh, I think I forgot. I gotta go grab another bottle of number 31 because I just all the ones that have it. And so now I need more. I should have brought it with me to the table, but I did not. But that's okay. I got more. There we go. Finish that now. Nice good coat on the outside because that's where the party happens. There we go. I don't worry too much about it inside because we're actually gonna put polka dots there. It's the outside rim that we really want really well coated with this 31. This last coat, I'm actually just putting on the outside. Make sure we got lots of fleckles. Such a happy plate this is. I just realized that number 31 is Miss Michelle's favorite color. And she's going to think that I'm making an M because an M and a W pretty much are the same. She's going to think I made this plate for her. But I didn't need it for Winston. Okay, so that's my 3 coats along the outside. Now we're going to start making some cool dots. Okay, so what you need is some of your paintbrushes that have round backs. So your paintbrushes that have handles that are round, and I believe all the paintbrushes that I gave you are round. So we have an assortment of round sizes that we're going to use to make polka dots. This one is really big, so I'm going to use that to start with. Okay, and I'm going to make some purple polka dots. I'm going to dip my handle in, and I'm going to make some nice big polka dots. Dip, dot, dip, dot, dip, dot. Every time you dot, you want to dip. And I'm going right up to the edge of my W, or my W here, so that I can make sure that I'm going to cover all, I'm not going to put any polka dots past this rim. Okay, so I'm just going to dip, dot, dip, dot. And then there's something called walking the dots, which you would go dip, dot, dot, dot. See how the dots get smaller as you walk away? Dip, dot, dot. Oops, that one kind of went wonky. Dot. I'm putting some big polka dots down first. I think I want to switch my color to a different color. I'm going to just use this sponge and wipe off my paint. And I'm going to go into pink now and to make some nice big dots in pink. That's my favorite color. Winston's a boy dog though, so we got to make him some blue dots too. But, you know, he could like pink. Boys like pink. I know lots of boys that like pink. Okay, there's a good dot there. Good dot there. See how I'm making sure that some of my dots go right to the edge of the sticker, right? I'm going to take that off. I'm going to go some big blue dots in here now. Blue, blue. So much fun to do this. They can just be random. They can be anywhere you want them to be, but you want a good amount right by the edge of your letter. Okay. Right there. Let's do dot, 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 dot. Let's add another color. Let's do some yellow now. Yellow. Dot. 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 The great thing about this is you can put dots anywhere. And we're going to go back in and put smaller dots in. We're going to put dots on top of dots. There's no right or wrong about where you're putting them. You just want to make sure you have dots right around the edges of all your letters. I'm going to put a dot right in there. Dot right there. One right there. Okay, let's do some orange. Orange can go there. there, there. There, dot, 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 dot. It's like a party. It's so fun. And you can put them anywhere you want. Like I said, they don't have to be anywhere in particular. You can put some close together. You can put some further apart. The only thing I really wouldn't do too many dots of is black. I'm not going to do any black dots actually, because black will really stick out in this, like really stick out. Red. Now the red. 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 I really like making sound when I dot. I don't know why. To me, it's kind of mandatory. You have to do it. It's like an unwritten rule or something. But we're going to fill this whole area up with polka dots. Okay. Now, I think I'm done with my, let's put some green in here. But I don't like this green, like this dark green. Not that I don't like it, but I want to make some lime green. So I'm going to take this yellow, and I have white on my brush, but I'm just going to scoop up some of this anyway. Not too much. And I'm going to mix it in with this yellow. And that means still too dark. It's too dark. It's too dark. I'm going to add more yellow. Make it green, really cool green. There we go. That's a cool green. Not quite lime, but I like it. It's got the same sort of consistency as all the other colors that I've got. Okay, so now I'm going to do some green. Green dot, green dot. This is like a party happening here. I love it. You could even do this with your fingertips. If you wanted to do like fingertip polka dots, you could totally do fingertip polka dots. That would be really cool, actually. Not gonna lie, kind of jealous that I didn't do it that way first to begin with, but that's okay. Just making some dots now. Okay, now I'm gonna go into smaller dots. Got my big dots, I'm happy with those. Let's go into the next size dot, handle this one. Let's start with blue. I'll just make some random blue dots. Burk, 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 burk. All over. Yep. And I'm going to go right up to the rim, but I'm not going past this rim. I'm going right up in there. Okay. So once you get your blue, you can go into your purple, make some purple dots. Some smaller purple dots can fit into places. Some bigger purple dots. Quick. And we just want to make sure we're getting a dot around the whole edge here. So make sure you're getting dots. Let's do orange now. Orange, 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 orange. Oh, I almost went into purple. no right or wrong. Just making some happy dots. Oop. No, bigger. There we go. Okay, let's go into some yellow dots. 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 We're just going to keep building up until we're filled. It's so much fun to dot things. And you could put a dot on top of a dot too. Like you could put a yellow dot on top of a pink dot. Look what I did there. So cool, right? You could do that. There's no wrong. There's no perfectly right. There's no pottery police. They're not going to come take you away for putting a dot in the wrong spot. How dare you? Oh, so fun. Okay, let's do red. Red. Polka dot, polka dot. But again, we're not going to go past this ring, right? Bless you, Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill sneezed. Let's do party like a rock star. There's so many ways you can dot. See? Gonna do my green. Right there. Point, 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 point. This is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I wish I had made this plate so much sooner. Okay. Tell me that you couldn't have like the best day ever if you had your morning toast off of a plate like this. Tell me that that's not going to be a great start to the day, right? Let's do some more blue. The great thing is we can just go back in and add more color. We're just going to keep going until we're like satisfied. I'm going to put a blue dot in there. Now we can start layering if we want to. I'm going to put a blue dot there. Blue dot there. See? Yeah, you could just do that all you want. Blue dot. Blue dot. Blue dot there. Blue dot there. Dot there. Dot there. Dot there. Dot there. Burk. 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 My goodness, this is such a happy plate. Let's go back in. Some purple. Some purple. Oh my goodness. How fantastic does this look? I did. Okay, purple on top of orange. Purple side purple right there. Okay, do some pink. Pink. Again, there's no particular order that I'm doing these. I'm just having fun making dots. Right? There's no right or wrong. Just making dots wherever I feel the dot should be. Such a happy party plate. Da, da, da. I'm going a little bit dot happy here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do one more color. Which color should we do? What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Is there something that stands out? Red. Let's go red again. Why not? Let's do red again. Let's do red there. And right there. You could like go a little bit berserk here if you really wanted to. Red dot on that. And yellow. And right there. There. So much fun. Okay, I need a color right there. I think blue. No, because there's blue right there. Orange. Stoink right there. There needed to be one there. Orange on that blue. Right there. Right there. Right there. That one. That one. Right there. Like, and I think that makes me happy for letters, for dots on my plate. I think that makes me happy. So now what you need to do is you need to take the pink tool, pink pointy tool, which is this guy. Okay. And you're gonna very carefully pick up one little corner of your letter. You're gonna peel that off. Woo-hoo-hoo. Like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my bigger brush and I'm going to go into 31, which is the same color that's around the outside here. And I'm going to make a few dots of 31 inside my initial, because it's got dots in it. And so dots of dots just make sense to me, right? Yep, that makes sense to me. And that's how I'm going to leave that. Now, the back of your plate, you're going to choose whatever color makes you the happiest in life. And you're going to paint your whole back of your plate in one solid color. Okay. Mine is going to be, or you can make it into a couple colors. It's up to you. But I think mine's going to be a pink, but I'm going to make my pink. Okay, so watch. I'm going to take 31. And this is going to be fun pink. I'm going to take 31 and I'm going to take some red and some pink and I'm going to mix it into my 31. And that's going to be my color for my background plate, because pink is my favorite color, in case you haven't noticed. So I'm going to make polka dot pink. That's going to make me happy. Even though it's a dog plate for my Winston, it's still mine. I need it. So I've got my pink and I'm going to go around the back of my plate with my pink. My polka dot pink. Right? Cool. I can't wait. This is going to be an awesome plate. This might be my favorite. Oh yeah, I like this. What do you think? Do you like this? This is kind of a nice pink too. I think this is going to be a pretty pink. It's number 30 and 31 and 28, 28, 30 and 31 mixed, all mixed together. Whoops. Okay, let's do it here. Wonder what color you guys are going to put on your plates. What do you think? What color really makes you happy? It's got to be something that makes you happy, right? Because it's your plate and you're going to, unless you're going to give it away, which a lot of people do. A lot of people use these kits as like opportunity to make Christmas presents, which is very smart, actually. Okay, I'm going to mix some more pink into here. And some red. Dab, 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 dab. My next coat of pink. Not quite the same. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We're going to go one more coat around this. Fleckle, the Fleckle paint is a little bit thicker anyway, so sometimes 2 really good coats is more than enough. Especially when you put it on thick. I'm putting it on super thick. Miss Sue likes to really schlep paint on. It's like, get it done. There we go. There. Okay, I got my back of my plate done. Don't forget to put your name on your plate. I like to do right to the edge of my plates. To go right on to the edge. It's okay to get your table because it washes off. There you go. Okay, so because this is from my Winston, I'm going to take my Fun Rider and I'm going to put a word on here. I'm going to put to Winston. And then I'm going to put heart. And I'm his mom. So then I'm going to draw a little paw print. There. And then I'm going to put 2021, 2022. I keep saying 21, but it's not 21 anymore. There we go. Okay, so now I have Winston's plate all done. Let's flip it over so we can take one last look at it. Woo, there is the W. What do you think? Is it a happy plate or what? So see how I went over here on the rim a little bit? You can You can just take your thumb and kind of scrape that off if you want to. It'll be fine. And I'm super happy with that plate. What do you think? Are you guys happy with your polka dot plates? I can't wait to see what you did. Okay, hope you're having a fun March break, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye.